The Dark Side of Fame, Lil Scrappy's assistant breaks her silence. Fame. A word that seems to shimmer with the allure of unlimited possibilities, endless admiration, and the potential to change one's life. It can open doors, provide opportunities, and offer a platform that reaches millions. But behind the glittering facade, fame also casts a long, ominous shadow. It's a shadow filled with pressure, manipulation, and isolation. It's a world where personal boundaries are often blurred, and mental health can be pushed to its breaking point. For those who serve as the silent operators behind the scenes, fame is even darker. While the public fixates on the glitzy lives of celebrities, those who work for them often bear the brunt of the chaos that fame brings. They see the truth, the grit and grime beneath the polished exterior, and yet, their voices are often drowned out, overshadowed by the celebrity that they support. In this narrative, we look at one such person who found herself trapped in the labyrinth of fame, Lil Scrappy's assistant. With a new wave of courage, she breaks her silence and opens up about the toxic dynamics she experienced behind the scenes. Her story sheds light on a darker side of fame, a side that many are too quick to ignore. The Rise of Lil Scrappy, a tale of music and reality TV stardom. To understand the gravity of the assistant's revelations, we must first understand the rise of Lil Scrappy. Born Daryl Kevin Richardson, Lil Scrappy became a household name in the early 2000s, thanks to his success as a rapper in the hip-hop scene. Known for his gritty lyrics and hard-hitting beats, he gained widespread attention with his debut album Bret to Die, Born to Live, and later through his appearances on Loveandhiphop.Atlanta. Lil Scrappy was not just a rapper, he became a character. His on-screen presence as a member of the show added layers to his public persona. He was the bad boy, with a heart of gold, the ambitious artist trying to make it out of his troubled past. His fame grew, but so did the expectations placed on him. As his career skyrocketed, Scrappy's personal life, struggles and relationships were exposed to millions. Public feuds, romantic drama, and family tensions were all laid bare for the world to consume. The world of fame that Lil Scrappy found himself in was not just a world of music, it was a world of constant scrutiny, high expectations, and endless drama. But what people didn't see were the people behind the scenes, the ones who made sure that everything ran smoothly while their boss basked in the limelight. Enter the assistant, someone who is rarely in the spotlight, but whose role is crucial to maintaining the public image. The assistant's journey, the unseen labor. An assistant to a celebrity like Lil Scrappy is more than just someone who answers calls and schedules appointments. It's a role that requires emotional resilience, adaptability, and the ability to remain calm under intense pressure. The assistant becomes part of the larger ecosystem that keeps the celebrity functioning, often acting as the buffer between the public and the chaotic reality of fame. For Lil Scrappy's assistant, the journey began like many others. She was drawn to the world of entertainment, perhaps hoping to experience the glamour and excitement that she saw on TV. Her initial experiences were likely filled with optimism. She believed in the idea of fame, the allure of working with a well-known artist, and being part of something bigger than herself. But as with many things in life, the reality was far different. Scrappy, like many celebrities, was a product of his environment. The demands of the public eye, the pressures of maintaining an image, and the expectations from fans and family all took their toll on him. This created an environment that was sometimes volatile, with emotions running high and frustrations boiling over. Being in the orbit of fame meant being subject to the whims of a celebrity whose emotional and mental state could change at a moment's notice. Scrappy's assistant, like others in similar roles, became a silent witness to these highs and lows. But what was different for her was that she was not just a bystander, she was deeply involved, her own emotions and well-being tethered to the unpredictable world of fame. Behind the scenes, a complex relationship. At the core of the assistant's experience was the complex relationship she had with Lil Scrappy. On the surface, Scrappy was her boss, the person whose career she was helping to manage. Yet beneath that professional relationship, there were layers of personal dynamics, friendship, loyalty, and sometimes manipulation. The assistant began to see the darker side of fame that few others witnessed. She witnessed Scrappy's struggles with mental health, the pressure of living up to his public persona, and the demands of a career that required constant attention. She also saw the toll it took on his relationships, particularly with those closest to him. But the assistant also found herself caught in a web of loyalty to Scrappy. As someone who worked closely with him, she became invested in his success, his well-being, and his personal life. She often felt that her role went beyond that of a mere assistant. She was a confidant, a protector, and a shoulder to lean on. But the relationship also became one-sided. Scrappy, like many celebrities, leaned heavily on those around him for support, but often failed to reciprocate that support in return. The emotional labor that the assistant invested in the job began to take its toll. She found herself walking a fine line between being a professional and a personal support system for Scrappy. This was where things started to spiral. When the personal and professional boundaries became blurred, the assistant found herself losing her own sense of identity in the process. The breaking point: toxicity of the celebrity world. The breaking point came when the assistant realized that fame, and the celebrity world, was far more toxic than she had ever imagined. The manipulation, the constant need for validation, the pressure to maintain an image, it all became overwhelming. Scrappy's emotional highs and lows became too much to handle. She began to experience burnout, a deep sense of exhaustion, both mentally and physically. But what truly broke her was the realization that she was not valued as an individual in the world of fame. In the pursuit of maintaining the image of Lil Scrappy, her own needs and desires were often ignored. She was in many ways a cog in the machine, a means to an end. The world of fame did not care about her struggles, her mental health, or her well-being. All that mattered was that she kept the wheels turning. She had to make a choice: continue to sacrifice herself for the sake of someone else's career, or walk away from the toxic world of fame and reclaim her life. After much soul-searching, she chose to walk away. It was a difficult decision, but one that ultimately led to her finding peace and regaining control over her own narrative. The aftermath: breaking her silence. After leaving her position as Lil Scrappy's assistant, she struggled with the guilt of walking away from someone she had invested so much in. However, as time passed, she began to realize that her experience wasn't unique. Many people working in the entertainment industry had faced similar struggles, people who had become collateral damage in the pursuit of fame. It was then that she made the decision to break her silence. She wanted to share her story, not to tarnish Scrappy's reputation, but to shed light on the reality of fame and the often toxic environment that surrounds it. Her story became a cautionary tale for others who might be drawn into the world of celebrity, a reminder that behind the glitz and glamour, there are people who suffer in silence. Her decision to speak out was not an easy one. She knew that doing so would likely invite backlash, judgment, and even alienation. But she also knew that her truth was powerful. By sharing her experiences, she hoped to give others the courage to speak out, to recognize the value of their own well-being, and to resist becoming consumed by the toxic allure of fame. A wake-up call: the hidden costs of fame. The story of Lil Scrappy's assistant serves as a wake-up call to the public about the hidden costs of fame. While celebrities may seem to live enviable lives, those who work for them often pay a steep price for their proximity to fame. They are often overworked, underappreciated, and emotionally drained. The lines between personal and professional lives become blurred, and the pressure to maintain an image can lead to burnout and mental health struggles. The assistant's bravery in breaking her silence brings attention to the need for better boundaries, mental health support, and more awareness around the realities of working in the entertainment industry. The dark side of fame is not just about the celebrities, it's also about the people who support them and the toll it takes on their lives. Her story is a reminder that fame, while glittering on the surface, is often built on sacrifices made by those who are rarely acknowledged. But now, with her courage to speak out, the assistant has taken the first step toward reclaiming her narrative and shining a light on the truth behind the curtain of fame.